Hey boys, girls, it's your boy Master Hawk, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. We're in the second testimony. This dude, Frank Solid. He did solid. The voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 a.m. PM, I mean. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Gonna give him that voice. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Right! You know what to do! I've got this one. Alright. Time of discovery. Alright, let's do this. See, I know now. Because how? Present. Attorney's badge. Imagine. Hey, Your Honor, take my attorney's badge for her sake. Present. How would you hear a tape or video program? Hold it right there. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You wouldn't have heard the television or a video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? He saw it. No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Ah! Wait! I remember now!
Mr. Solid?
The court will prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. This constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather...
distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It, must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He's becoming to be a little sus. Mr. Solid being a little sus. I think we need to call him Mr. Did It, because I think he did it. I actually didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. It must have been what I saw. Ah, really? So a clock, I guess it would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Bruh! Solid is sus. Get this guy out of here. Okay. Dang it. The evidence clearly reveals its contradiction to the statement, Your Honor. How exactly that evidence and that the statement just how related, aren't they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think to the facts before you making accurations. Dang it. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. The murder weapon, yeah, the victim, that must have been what I saw. Back. Yeah, the murder weapon, you hit the victim. Wait, so do we present the... Oh, yeah. Go back. I think I know. He said the clock. He said the clock, but there was a statue. Haha! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Just how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. You on that, if I may? Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch and you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. Don't remember if it was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is the clock. If you have any problems with the testimony now, still do. Because how could he hear it? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole to the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the victim's apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was in there! Prove I was in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove the one you were, I can't speak words. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck the victim with you struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That's the sound you heard. Yeah. And you can hear like a lot of tapping noises. It's just my pencil. It's just like order, order in the clock. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice is burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
Will the witness care to elaborate?
Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no. I mean, I saw. Did he just threw his wig at me?
Shut up! I hate you.
It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death! Why didn't that just prove that he was the killer more?
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence to support the defendant's claims. Defense's claims.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, you claim the sound that's heard from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is rating on this. I better think through this carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid was definitely the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely a clock. It was simply ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Yes, try sounding the clock. Let's try sounding the clock now. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That's clearly a strange way to announce a time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What is your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? It's 11:25. Yeah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try talking your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it! I'm so close!
Mr. Wright? It seems your lack of critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you induct the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! A smooth one? You lawyers are all slime. I almost got him! Had him, I mean. I'm sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Solid!
Mia! I mean, Chief!
Listen up, Wright! Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you have the proof. Your proof. Right? You can think the reason the clock would be running 3 hours slow.
Yes. I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running 3 hours, running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. This piece of evidence in the court record can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running 3 hours slow.
This is the passport, right? Because she was back home from Paris. The victim just returned from home, from aboard a day before the murder. Be right back 1 second. I'm back. I'm back, guys. As we all know, the time difference is between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Todd? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? What are you doing to yourself? Well, P's dead. Mr. Solid's dead.
Order! Order! Order, I say!
Hey, first case done, I think, right?
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a infirmary, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty. So let's freaking go. Good job, Larry. You're free to go, Mr. Butts.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It turns out Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their houses. That day. Yep. When Larry was in her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After that, he left, and Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching for her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And strike her dead. Phew! I can still believe we won.
Right! Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe you a lot.
Not at all. You fight your own battles in there. It's been a while since I have seen a trial and it's such a satisfying note.
I've never seen Chief looking this happy. If she was glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait. No! I mean, bad. Larry, you are innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she's nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Larry! Harry?
Yes, you. I can particularly that headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
It's Larry, Mia, Larry! Thanks. I really owe you that. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever! Let's celebrate dinner. Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just played me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show to your friend? Something that could prove how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right. The clock, right? Not the passport, not the stuff. I think it's the clock, right? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that she was just not, that you were just some chimp to her. Huh? What about the clock?
That was the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she just probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what we will. Hey, Nick! I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you can see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too.
You never really know if our clients are voice crack.
Clients are guilty or innocent.
All you can do is believe in them. Aw, man. Okay, listen. Alright, grow strong. Never. Just kidding.
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall it be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner on me?
Bruh! Larry was just asking you to go on dinner with... Okay, I give up. She's a douchebag then, Mia. Why are you doing this? Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying the part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You have to tell me more sometime, maybe. Over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia. But I didn't know that then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise that I tell the chief about me and Larry will be the one promise that I will never be able to keep. Ah, that's it! Okay, I might as well leave this video here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of me playing Case 2 of Ace Attorney. I'll see you all later. This is Master Hawk, signing off. See you guys!